Hi everyone. Today I would like to talk about spirituality and what is it actually, or what do I want to share about it. And my partner is now recording for me, so if there are any attendees live, then he will let me know. So spirituality, I want to keep this as short as possible, because you might all understand that spirituality is quite a topic which is very broad, and again, like sustainability, but also the other topics like veganism and money, the topics that I spoke about before. You can speak about this for years and years and years, and that is also what happens. People are discussing themes for decades and decades, and sometimes things change for the better, sometimes things evolve, and sometimes they stay the same, and you're really thinking like, didn't anyone get something out of what we know now and have become more conscious, and that things can change for the better, but there are also beautiful things that are happening, and especially in these days we experience a wonderful transition, speaking about spirituality. Spirituality is, as I said, quite a general topic and name for what I don't find that airy-fairy, or as some people might call it or go about it. And there are people that say that spirituality is not really down to earth, but to me it is all that. It's very down to earth. It has nothing to do with taking off of the ground and not being here now in reality, in holistic reality. It has nothing to do with that. To me, what I experienced...
Marjolein kijkt.
Okay. Hi Marjolein. Which Marjolein?
Marjolein Aurora Atjoa Dijkers.
Oh, okay. Hi Marjolein, thank you for attending. What I also wanted to say, by the way, is today is a day that globally something is celebrated a lot, and that is International Women's Day. And people might also think that spirituality is more for women than for men, but that's not what I feel. As I said, in fact, spirituality is nothing special, in my opinion. It's not something that is outside, or that isn't part of who we are. Because there are a lot of people that think that spirituality is something outside of them, and that others are spiritual, and that there are gurus that you have to, how to say it, that you should worship or something, or should follow, and otherwise you will never become that spiritual being. But I totally disagree. Spirituality for me is about what people also call knowing yourself, knowing who you are entirely, holistically. Because, as I said before, a lot of people are placing spirituality outside of themselves, and to me it is part of your body, your emotions, your spirit, your energetic field all together. So that means that it can never be outside of you, and you can never be disconnected from it. You can shut parts of yourself off, obviously. A lot of people do that. I don't recommend it because it's life energy that you're speaking about, that we're speaking about. And we all know when you shut life energy, your life force off, when you shut it down, it's not that beneficial. But a lot of people think it's something that is intangible, but it isn't. Again, it is a lot of the times it's part of who you are that is neglected a lot of the times, or isn't recognized as such, and especially not recognized as something that is who you are.
We have Elaine Mohan Anthony.
Oh, Elaine. Hi. Wonderful you're attending. Thank you. So it's part of who we are, and that is also why it's very important to, and this is what we also do in our work. So definitely, if you want to know more about it, contact me, contact us, or watch what we do on other channels as well. What is definitely very important is that you come to your own core to really experience your own spirituality. Again, a lot of people are placing it outside of themselves, and that happens when things aren't entirely acknowledged. And indeed, what I said before, put down or shut off, shut down. That also has to do with, for example, traumas. Traumas don't have to be very severe, but they can also be severe indeed. And then it's very important that you are able to deal with it, to look at it, bring it into the light, to acknowledge it, and then it can be healed. Then you will feel more whole, holistic, altogether. And then you will experience yourself more and more a spiritual being. So what I said, what I explained, when you shut things off and you don't dare to look at it, either yourself or it isn't acknowledged by your environment, because that is a very major part in this. It's what I always call, it's a intergenerational issue. And what we do is intergenerational trauma healing. But a lot of the times it was brought forward from generation to generation. People were told they are not that special. They were told that what you see, what you experience as a child, for example, isn't true. You're just dreaming, you're just fantasizing. They try to protect you, while actually protection isn't always that. Because it can be very harming when people try to protect the children or the children of others or other people, because then when things aren't acknowledged, it can be very, very harmful. And of course there is a way to protect yourself, it's very important, but you always have to stay open. Your channels, your energy field has to have to be open to be able to let the energy flow, your essence, the source energy, for example, what people call it as well. And if you also want to know more about that and you want to experience that and you want to have support with that, then definitely contact us, because this is really our core theme that we work with. Again, I'm not going to go into detail too much about this. Maybe I'm going to do another video later, but I want to leave it at this. And I want to ask you to contemplate about this. What does spirituality mean for you, and how do you experience it? And definitely I would love you to share it with us. You don't have to ask for help or whatever right away, but just, the conversation and the connection. I would really love to connect with you guys and to know more about what you experience about this topic, about this theme. Okay, I wish you all a wonderful day, a wonderful Women's Day as well. And here today, all of a sudden it went snowing. You can also see more about snow and spirituality and manifesting and frequencies in the video Self-Worth that I made in January. I have something funny to tell about snow and manifesting and frequencies. And again, have a wonderful day, and see you next time. Bye bye.